Hello, friends. Just getting set up here for a sec. Bear with me, if possible. Won't take long. Mainly recruiting and making sure my stream setup is actually working. As you know, I end up having to change this, fix my mic like every time I stream, so we will see if things look and sound okay this time. Let's hit YouTube and make sure YouTube is doing its YouTube thing. How you doing, YouTube? Shiro, I see you. Good, so that means YouTube works at least. How about Twitch? Are you over there on Twitch? Lonnie, welcome to the stream. YouTube's outnumbering you, Twitch, so far. Gold Magistrate got both in 150. Oh, pretty good rates. I will be definitely hoping for luck somewhat similar to that, Gold Magistrate. Alright, let me know if you can hear me, if my mic sounds normal. If the game sounds normal, the game might be super loud, at least it is in my headphones. And let's see, who else would like to join? Probably my guild. Hello, guildies! Ah, thanks, Lonnie. Boom. Back on stream. I missed you all. I've been so busy with work lately, it's crazy. Like, I've had time set aside that I've wanted to stream either this or Final Fantasy, and like every time stream time comes, I'm like, I just need to either work or sleep. So I'm glad, at least on like MU day, when it's summoning session time, I'm glad I at least have time to get on here and stream this. So what else is going on? Let's see. What's the most important new stuff? Oh, I've got the Dober cam set up again, obviously, just in case Applesauce decides to... No, she's not back there right now. I've got the noise-canceling phones on here, so it's not obvious if she shows up, unless she literally tackles me. What else? What else? Oh yeah, if she shows up, we'll have Dober cam. The only other thing I did set up that's kind of interesting, I had them set up last time, but they weren't working because I was using built-in Twitch functionality for you all to be able to spend your Dober Gil on, like, sound alerts. But Twitch being Twitch, every time you spent your Dober Gil, it didn't actually play the sound. So I believe I've fixed that. I have a new plugin that is specifically built for this. So just to make sure it works, and in the spirit of today being Tyrantel Day, I've made the Bernhardt sound alert super cheap. So if people want to buy Bernhardt sound alerts without wasting all their channel points, it should hopefully work. And if it doesn't, then I'm going to get my money back. I'll tell you that much. There's going to be some epic Karening. Larbots, welcome to the stream. Thank you for joining on Twitch. You're going to have the good fortune of being one of the only chatters whose chat appears on my stream window, because I've been informed that putting Twitch and YouTube chat on the stream at the same time is against the terms of service. So as a young streamer with no followers, I don't want to risk getting kicked off. Adrian, good luck with getting him. Took you 110 summons, 1 dupe, 1 Tyrantel. Yeah, I mean, I can do like 150 summons, I think. But really hoping it's got to be Tyrant. I'm okay with Tabris, but I mean, she's a character I don't have, obviously, so adding her... Oh my gosh, we're gonna get an ad break. I'm not gonna say anything important, Twitch, I promise. I'll see you on the other side. I'll just chat with YouTube for a sec while you guys are in ads. It's the welcome to the channel ads. Actually, you know what I will do? I'm going to gamble for gear and accessories and stuff, because I saved that until now. Knowing that all that Whale Forge stuff is going into the loot pool. So we are going to try to get Forge before we start summoning. Forge gear. Let's see. We definitely want to gamble for hats, because the new owl hat is excellent. I forget what the armor was, but I'll probably gamble it anyway. Oh yeah, I already did hats here, but that refreshes in a few days. We also have Timeless Trials. I didn't do Timeless Trials, so I will get a shot at the butterfly accessory. I have 0 butterfly accessories because I did not spend any money on the Forge this month. 0 butterflies. So let's load up on stamina. I'm not going to do crystal stamina refresh because I need those crystals to summon all the Tyrantels I can get. Okay, let's just go ahead and sweep this, hopefully get a butterfly. No luck, it's just a true cross. That's okay. That's okay, I knew I was not going to get a butterfly anyway. Ooh, that was actually a good source of crystals, though. Now let us go ahead and gamble for hats. See if we can get an owl hat. No owl hats either. Okay, so gambling was a bit of a bust. Maybe that was just getting all my bad luck out of my system before the summoning actually starts. Solomon Chong, exactly right, Tyran or bust. I've got... this looks like 350 summons to me, and I'm gonna go ahead and just summon until I get him. Thank you, Zilla. Hopefully I don't need all these well wishes and good luck wishes, but I may very well. Actually, did I have any pity banked up? Let me just check my spreadsheet first. That will be pretty important to know. Ooh, I do have 20 pity banked. Where's my little pity controller? Oh my goodness, I don't even have it plugged in. What a slacker. What kind of streamer is this? This is just a slack streamer. I'm going to mute you for just a sec so you don't have to hear all this rustling and jostling around. Alright, we back. How you doing, Pity Thermometer? Are you gonna work for me? There we go. Iron Unleashed, thank you for the luck. Najin, heard the next MU banner is even better than Tyrantel. Yes, I mean, she's not a tank, so she's definitely different from Tyrantel. She doesn't, like, do his job. But she is a bananas unit. She's bananas. She's very strong. In PvE and PvP. So she's gonna be the kind of character that it's going to be an open invitation in should you summon. Spoilers in advance, but people are going to want to summon for that unit for sure, whether they're PvPers or PvE only. Okay, we've got 20 pity on the clock. We are ready to go in, and basically we are just hoping for one Tyrantel so that I can get out of here and still have some summons left. Next week I need to get Patricia for Tyrantel's bonds. Ideally. I mean, ideally I get Tyrantel and end up needing her. If I don't get him, then I don't need Patricia either. Yes, also need to get Lanford, so 4,000 crystals for Lanford Stone, and then the rest will go to Celica and Emir next month. So this is number 40. Would love to get an SSR very early here. Sadly not happening this early. Camus, thank you. Shiro, thank you. Yes. Hopefully, gonna have good luck here. I'm probably gonna stop banking pity in the future because it feels bad coming back to a banner and having like a head start and then going to pity. So it's like, why did I save up like 20 or 30 summons for that when it was just going to pity anyway? I don't know, maybe it's a superstitious thing, but I don't feel like it pays off. So this is going to be 60. Okay, we're going to get an SSR in 60. That actually surprises me. Thank you, Gold Magistrate. Although, you know, let's not speak too soon. This may or may not end up being Keikaku, depending on who shows their face here. Hopefully the stream heard that Bozel voice clip and it wasn't just being fed to my headphones. Oh no! Oh. Buff Gardner, you're here. Thank you. Najin, Guyver collab did well for Zilong? Good, glad to hear it. I mean, Guyver did well for me too, because I want Guyver, so... Zilla got Emo Girl on first pity. Well, at least I didn't have to go all the way to pity for this goddamn Landius. That was at 60, so that's not... You know, that's not as much of a heartbreaker as it could have been. So let's clear the pity thermometer back out of this to cleanse the bad luck off that summoning session, and we will go back in. You know what? I actually, in my like gimmick myth box, there's a lot of Yellis in there. So I do actually still run Landius in Apex. That said, I obviously don't need to summon more Landius, so that was a pretty upsetting start. So let's go fresh here, fresh from fresh, with our first 10. We'll pretend that previous one didn't count, since it was with banked pity and stuff too. That was old, stale summons. Here we are on fresh, new summons. That's hard to say, Najin, because it is from Capcom, after all. Capcom is a very successful and important video game company. That said, it's obviously one of Capcom's less, you know, top-shelf products, so... I don't really speculate about the costs of things. I don't have any kind of behind-the-scenes insight into the business side of this game. But I will say, Captain Commando is not exactly the most top-shelf Capcom product. Okay, so nothing in 3. So this will be 4, which means total on the session, this is my first 100 for the whole session. All in for Baby Commando. I said the same thing in Concord, that all I care about is getting Baby Head from that collab. I will 6-star Baby Head. And everyone else in Concord is absolutely disgusted with me for saying that. We need more SR characters. Yeah, we do. So this is going to be summon 5. Okay, and we're going to get another SSR, so at least the rates have been decent, even though I did get cursed with an off banner on my first SSR. It was in 60, and now this is in 50, so that's Actually better luck than what I usually get. Hey, and it's Tyrantel! I don't have to quit the game! Bless you, my liege. He even has an old guy anime voice actor. Oh! Thank you, Larbots. Solomon end stream? Nah, bro. So obviously he was my first goal, and if I did not get Tyrantel, I was done for. But, I mean, it's a normal summoning session still, so I do want to get one copy of Tabers. I will try to get a Tabers. So we will clear this pity. We're going at number 10. Yeah, nice quick Tyrantel. That was 110 summons for Tyrant. Now we'll see if I can get Tabers before I run out of gas. Number 2. No, I'm not going to go all in on this one buff. Not going to be going all in. I'm going to, well, how much do I need to save? I do have some should you summon crystals coming in next week. I'll make sure I have, like, 4,000. I'll make sure I have 4,000 left over for Lanford. That's where I'll stop. If I don't get Tabers, I don't really care. Oh, Kizza, I did not go to Pity for the first, but I did get an off banner before I got that Tyrant. So, 110 summons for Tyrant. We are on summon 3 here now, hoping for Tabrits. That's a good point, Najin. I actually need Patricia more than I need Celica, because she is the important defensive bond for my boy, my new boy, Tyrant. We need him to be thick. Two more and I'll get a double. Okay, we're dipping into the crystals here now for summon numero 5. I think this is 5. I may have gotten itchy trigger finger and pressed Pity up a couple extra times, but I think we'll err on the side of caution and say this is 5. Alright, we're not getting anything here. Let's go 6. Yeah, that's a good point, Najin. I do need Patricia for Tyrantel's bond. So even though I got Tyrant, and that's going to keep me in the game, what if I have a weak, flimsy Tyrant who doesn't have a strong defensive bond? Then I don't know if I'm going to be able to stick around. Probably what's going to happen, though, realistically, let's be realistic here. What's going to happen is some generous Kong benefactor who's accustomed to spending EOL money every month and getting all those rad skins, is going to say, you know what? Kong deserves to get an EOL this month, especially since it's Tyrantel month. Let's kick him a little donation, get him up to EOL tier, get his Tyrantel skin, get his, who's that other guy? Gun? Get him a gun skin? That would keep me in the game for a while. So this is number 8. We may actually end up going to Pity for Tabers. That's a good point, Lonebird. That's a good point. This is no one. So we're gonna go 90, and then we'll stop. Save the last pull for the Patricia banner. Lonebird, you are a genius. Zilla, when you become a ghost and possess one of your other units, does it completely replace their skills and trait? It completely replaces the whole ass unit. They become another Tyrantel. Like, it basically plunks Tyrantel down on the board there. So they have Tyrantel stats, skills, talent, and everything because they are Tyrantel. It erases the unit that you possess. All right, last summon, and then the rest of this pity is going to be carried forward to Patricia. So I will stream that summoning session as well, just so this doesn't feel like it was a short one. All right, and that is that. Wow, okay, interesting. So overall, I can't say that was great or bad, though. So I did my gear gambles. I didn't get any owl hats. I did my timeless trials. I did not get any butterflies. 60 summons for Landius. 50 summons for Tyrantel, so that's the main event at least. And then 90 summons for no one, bringing me to 200 total on the session. And the possibility of getting an Insta Patricia next week. Insta Patricia, yeah, okay, so that's what we'll do next week. We'll hopefully get that Insta Patricia. We'll be able to spend 4,000 for SP Lanford, and then whatever I have left over from that, we'll just come back and try to summon for Tabers again. So it'll actually be kind of a beefy summoning session next week as well. Is he base infantry? Yeah. Yeah, exactly, Najin. That's the key, is it's kind of a sneaky way to get an act again on your own Tyrantel. You hope that none of the units that you've drafted in Pick and Ban are useless, but if you have a character who's basically already done what you brought them to the battle for, and they're not going to be, say all their skills are on cooldown, and you're not going to be getting value out of them for the next few turns, then Tyrantel's Ghost can eat that character, and you basically have your insta-act again on him, so you can move into position, throw up your guard, maybe kill someone, and you have like a fresh Tyrant ready to go again. Let's see, we need to unlock his classes. Otherwise he won't have any skills. Zilla, I asked that question when Tyrantel was first announced, and I kind of forget what the answer was. Like, when you possess someone with Tyrantel and it eats a unit, will it make Gintoki act again, for example? I forget the answer. Someone in this chat has to know the answer, though. There are some actual payer attentioners here in the chat. Awkward silence. Alright, I'm going to keep that pity bar on the screen, actually, because that will remind me. We've got an Instapat coming up. His VA is awesome, too. I'm happy with this character. Can't wait to use him. Hopefully he has defensive bonds when I use him. Yeah, it's a shame his banner preview stage actually didn't let you take advantage of that death revive mechanic. One of the feats was no one dies, so... Normally in those stages they try to show off like the most interesting gimmick of the character, which I think would be the revive for him, but in that stage you basically just tank with him for several turns. Everyone knows what tanks do. Okay, Tyrant. New human. No, we don't. Well, I mean, for me, Tyrantel is kind of the waifu character of this banner. But I did not get Tabers. I'm waiting till next week. I want to make sure I can get Patricia first to fully unlock his bonds before I spend the rest of my crystals trying to get Tabers. So that's going to be a next week summoning session. The good thing for you guys is that means more Kong streams. Yeah, I forget about summons. Normally, they're fairly careful to mention in the skill description now if it can or can't be used on a summoned unit. Yeah, Kazemi, unfortunately, I think Wikigrisser next is fully dead. Like, I don't think it's being updated at all now, so you're probably going to have to use Banner News from now on if you want updated info about characters. Let's see if I can grab the link here. All right, there you go, Kazemi. That's the link to the front page of Banner News. That's basically the Russian wiki, but they have it all in English there as well. And it is very up to date, so you don't need to worry about missing characters and stuff. Wikigrisser Next has been remade a couple times. Yeah, but fairly recently, like, someone from Concord was helping Death Crystal, like, do some back-end stuff, and they actually got some updates going, but then, like, they stopped again. So I think they were far behind enough that they were kind of discouraged, like, not motivated to keep doing it. But either way, Banner News is there. They've got some stuff. Did I run Apex this past season at all? I did my qualifiers in the first weekend, and then I didn't play again until the last day. So I literally bookended the whole season, where I did 5 games on day 1, and then I did like another 10 games on the final day, and I got to like Gold 2 and then stopped. So yeah, I wasn't going to have time to go all the way from like 1601 into the playoffs in one day. But like, I don't really care if I made it into the playoffs or not. It's nice, but I wasn't going to have time. Like, I was busy that weekend anyway. I wasn't going to be able to play my playoff matches. Like, you'll notice that I didn't stream anything that week either. So, I mean, that's fine. I would have just ended up being like a forfeit for Hale again, probably. Alright, here we have him in his flyer class. Just gonna throw a little base layer of AB enchants down on him. I'm not gonna try to, like, really tweak hard on him or anything. Just throw base layer down, and then I will try to roll for better enchants later when I get more resources, and when I know if he's even gonna have a defensive bond. If I don't get Patricia, then there's not really much sense in going hard on these rolls either. So do you guys have, like, an order that you always put these in, or do you just, like, roll whatever? I like to make sure that they're hit points and then attack stat and then whatever afterwards. It's not an OCD thing, it's just, like, an organizational thing. Oh, we only have one super defense left. It's okay, we can use a cheap one on this. Interesting that everyone seems to have the same kind of roll pattern. I guess that's just the order that they are in your inventory. Kinda makes sense. Alright, do I have gear set aside for him? Let's just steal gear from someone. We have a bunch of pieces that I can steal. What are you doing with this, Keith? I think Tyrantel needs this more than Keith. What else do we got? Okay, I can't take that from Guyver, because he's Guyver, but Bernhardt, I can take it from Bernhardt. Although, that's a nice roll. Decent roll. Guyver, thank you! Gold Magistrate is just blasting through the channel points, by the way. Could, I assume everyone on the YouTube chat could hear that Guyver sound effect, right? Let me know if you did not hear a Guyver scream, because maybe Gold Magistrate's over here wasting his channel points, and only I can hear it. More hit points? No, I'm gonna go ahead and give him this one from Guyver. Hidden drama of falling out with Zilong. No. No drama. I mean, Zilong is not the most competent game developers, but that's not a surprise to anyone. Let's see, Show? Yeah, Show has all my, like, well-rolled stuff. I don't think I want the Fury of Tyr on him, though. I'm not going to steal this from Isolde. That's a good piece of equipment. I like my roll on that. Do I even have any bonnets rolled? Where's bonnets? Wait, what's this? Nah. Okay, here's some bonnets. Oh yeah, Burn has a bonnet. That's respectable. Let's use this. And I only have one Bond of Arashi. Here it is. This is also not a great roll. I should spend some time re-rolling that. I think I just settled on it because I was using this on Lightbringer, so I was like, it has all 3 stats. It has int. That's fine. I'm not going to re-roll it right now, though. I'm going to try to get another one first. Alright, let's see how many casting materials I actually still have. Do I have enough to fully juice this guy to 10? Should I be juicing him all the way to 10 if I don't know if I have Patricia yet? I'm gonna leave him at 8. I'm gonna go all 8s. And then, as part of next week's stream, if I get Patricia, we'll come back and finish off the Emperor all the way to 10. Oh! Ooh, that was close. I almost overclicked. I almost accidentally made him 1 point more defensive. I know this is riveting, but I want to see what he ends up looking like. I'll have to unlock his bonds, which means I'll have to do his Gates of Fate. It's kind of boring on stream. One thing worth noting, I don't know if everyone in here noticed, but his Gates of Fate requirements are not translated properly. So it's the 4th one here that we have to do with Patricia. That's his 4th gate stage, so the name won't match up to what the actual stage is called, but it's the 4th stage. Kind of like normal. Oh yeah, I have to build his intimacy. I have to give him gifties! I always give away my cheap gifties first. I don't know why I do this either, it's just like a 5-year-long force of habit kind of thing. Cheap gifties first. Functionally, that means... Let's take a look, actually. It means I end up having a ton of, like, crystal stuff. Yeah, look at this. 4,000 gold crystals, 2,000 rainbow crystals. Brock, it sounds like you're someone who values your actual time and doesn't want to just sit here watching this go. Yep, clearing out the clutter for sure. Although I have so much low-level mats here that I might actually max him before I get to the gold stuff. If you valued your time, you wouldn't be playing a gacha. Touché, my friend. That is a very good point. No, we are going to dip into the gold. What is this? Steak? Yes, a few steaks. At least a few steaks. Just to cap the evening off. Nice date night with Emperor Tyrantel ends with a few steaks. Uh-oh. Gonna run out of guild points. Good thing I don't actually have to build Tabers or Patricia. Or Lanford, for that matter. My Lanford is already juiced. Been getting a lot of good use out of normal Lanford in Ancient Beckoning. Win in Arena. 3-1 Elite. Let's do those. Do you think I can win in the Arena? Ever since the server merge, there has been a lot of people running actual tryhard teams. Actually, is there anyone? Yeah, let's do you. Oh yeah, Toma Hashiba. So generous. Empire Liars. We are going to keep Vidar in there to rack up some Vidar wins for the little casual dice mode trophies or whatever the hell they're called. Achievements. You're finding more one-person arenas than you used to. Interesting. I used to find a decent number. Heroes Greeting Lucky Bag. Was that a shop bag, Zilla? Because I have not spent money on this game in months. So if it's a shop bag, that means I do not have it. Sadly. What else? We wanted 3-1 Elite, didn't we? Sorry, Scott, but you're not even coming to this battle. That'll do. Now we just sit back and enjoy. Vidar's pretty rad, actually. I like this Covenant. The appearance of it, anyway. Oh, and by the way, Effendor, if you're not in the chat right now and you're catching this on a replay, I am still working on that Covenant video. I'm making a video. I'm not going to say it's going to be one of my next Lang videos, but I have been putting together a video about the Covenants now that we have them all. I didn't want to make one like too early and do like a breakdown of the stats and abilities and stuff before we actually had access to all of them. But now that Vidar is here, yeah, I'm going to start putting that video together. Kind of the different use cases for the different gods. Why Baldur gets used so much in Ancient Beckoning. Why Frigg gets used so much in other challenge battles. That kind of thing. Just some useful general information, I think. Kazemi got Young Jessica off banner. Is she good? Young Jessica can be used for some PvE cheeses. And I mean, Young Jessica's also a bond unlocker for Light of Genesis, so she's good in that sense. Like, it's fine to have her. Do I have my Young Jessica built? She's just, like, floating in the middle of 5-star range. Even at 5 stars, though, I still do use her for, like, Frigg Blast, Frigg Nuke challenge-type battles. Hey, thank you for joining the channel, Jorge Luis. Brand new Langrisser tier member. Appreciate that. Love to see it. Oh, and definitely let me know if I absolutely butcher the pronunciation of your name, because I'm going to be reading it at the end of my videos from now on. Let's see, I'm doing his bonds. I kind of don't want to do his Gates of Fate on stream. I find those battles generally pretty boring, and I feel bad when I do boring content on stream. Makes me feel bad. So this will be unlocked once we get Patricia next week. Notice my optimism there. It's for sure going to be next week that we get Patricia. And I don't have to build her, so not having any guild medals is not going to be a problem. Okay, that's as good as it gets for now. Yeah, I'll do his Gates of Fate later, since without Patricia, I can't even, like, I don't get stats for doing those anyway. So I can do those off stream. I've done his casting. Oh, I guess I can do his Arena Stones. And I guess I can do his 3C. Anyway. We got him. What type of unit is tier? A tank. You have Shinpachi as your off-tank. Tyrantel is indeed a tank, and I highly recommend, if that is your first question, then you should watch my latest YouTube video, Should You Summon, where I kind of talk about what Tyrantel is used for. I think pretty helpful information, if I do say so myself. I am going to call this stream here. What was that, like an hour? Almost. An hour is good enough to summon one guy. So yes, that's my plan for next week. Don't forget to mark it in your calendars. Next Thursday, I actually go on vacation like 2 days after that. So it's good that we're going to get the stream in. We're going to spend one single multi-pull and instantly get a Patricia. We're going to get our SP Lanford in all the way to 4,000 crystals. Let's not go crazy. We know that's going to happen. We're going all the way to 4,000 for that. Then we're going to come back and spend the rest of these, whatever's left over, I guess one pity, getting Tabers. And then I'm all done and I can rest until Celica comes out next month. So thank you for turning out and bringing me good luck. Well, let's say bringing me okay-ish luck. But I got Tyrantel and that's all that matters. I can't get too greedy this week. I'll get greedy next week. But thanks for coming. Sorry there was no applesauce this week. Maybe next time. Oh, I am going to be streaming some Final Fantasy XIV on the weekend. Dawn Trail Early Access drops tomorrow, and I am nowhere close to that expansion. I'm still in Shadowbringers. So what I'm going to be doing is streaming Shadowbringers main story for all the people who want to watch Final Fantasy but don't want to be spoiled on the Dawn Trailer quests. Or the Dawn Trail quests. Because I think, obviously, most people are going to be streaming the new expansion, but there are a lot of people who aren't going to want to, like, have it spoiled for them until they have a chance to go through and play themselves. So I will be the faithful 2 expansions behind slow newbie playing Shadowbringers. So everyone can come tune in for that as well. That'll probably be Saturday during Dimensional Expedition, when I should be doing Dimensional Expedition. Don't tell Johnny, my guild leader, what my plan is. Anyway, before this gets too bad, I'm going to call it. Thanks for turning out, everyone, and I hope you all have great luck as well. Since we didn't have time to really talk about your summons in the chat here, go ahead and post comments on either this video or my Should You Summon to let me know what your summoning luck was like. I want to know how many Tyrantels, how many Tabers you got in how many pities. I'll catch you in the next one, everyone. Happy languishing.